think I'm spooky?
Be afraid. Be very afraid. What have you done to its eyes?
Good evening and welcome to Soft and Spooky. For today's video, I thought I would take you along with me as I go Halloween decor haunting, get what I'm doing there. And I don't know, I thought it would be kind of fun to show off like all the cool stuff that I found. As you can probably tell, my voice is incredibly shot. I actually just went and celebrated my brother's wedding and I cried a lot and I screamed a lot. So just bear with me for this video because I really did want to get it out on time. But yeah, so usually I kind of like to hit the same stores. So I hit up At Home, Home Goods, Michael's, Joann's. I also did decide to check out the selection at Big Lots. There's honestly just no greater feeling of pride than having a Big Lots employee catch you filming a shitting skeleton. Okay, so first things first, let's dive into Joann's because honestly, I feel like they have been the top dog this year. Honestly, for me this year, I really wanted to get stuff that kind of served not only a purpose as spooky decor, but it also kind of just was functional in my house. Because ultimately, I would love to have everything in my house slowly replaced with like a spooky version of it, like spooky spatula and spooky oven mitts, you know? I, in past years, have collected way too much Halloween, like tabletop decor. I'm running out of counter space. Like I need stuff that serves a purpose. So there were definitely quite a few things that caught my eye. The very first thing is actually what I just mentioned was oven mitts. The only thing I couldn't justify is that like kind of felt like they bumped up the price on things just so they could say it's 40% off and have it like be a more reasonable price. But I also felt like these oven mitts were kind of expensive for what they did, you know? And additionally, I feel like if I had gotten something like that off of Etsy, I would have felt a lot better about it too. And you can probably find something a lot more unique than this design. They also had this super cute pumpkin. I love this little dopey face that it has. It just like brings me a lot of joy. In another kind of similar dopey face, they also had this really cute pumpkin ceramic plate. But you got a little something on your teeth. It's fine. It's barely noticeable. I do think that if you are planning on having a Halloween party, Joann's had some of the cutest like party supplies, like disposable plates and napkins. I just thought these designs were so cute. I really did like them. For me personally, I would rather spend the money on something that's like reusable, but I did still appreciate the designs. Moving on, I did find this super sick mantle scarf. I like desperately wanted this thing, but the only thing is I don't have a fireplace. I love like the symmetry and the snakes going alongside it. And I did contemplate like maybe I might be able to put it over my IKEA like cube organizer, but I just don't know if it would be like long enough or if it would even look really that good. But I do really want this. I feel like stylistically, I think I clicked the most with Joann Fabrics, like all of their merchandise this year. It really gave me that kind of like witchy, moon, mysterious vibes that, I don't know, it felt very tasteful. There was this section with like moons and snakes and these like dark colored bottles. Ugh, I wanted to get them so badly. But what is kind of weird, and it was actually people that I was like shopping with that pointed it out, all of those bottles, like the corks, are glued in. And I just think that's so weird because it's like, okay, so I get that it's a decorative bottle, but it would be cool if you could put like flowers in it. And I don't know why, like, were people shoplifting the corks out of these bottles? Now, on the opposite side of that aisle, there were some pretty cool standout hits. Like, I loved this coffin shelf. I think it's so cool. I do personally feel like I can probably find it somewhere else cheaper if I'm being honest, but maybe November 1st I might even be able to snag it. I don't know. We'll see. And just a little bit past that was the main thing that I had my sights on, was that beautiful bat adorned round thing, which was my very first purchase of the season. I got this gorgeous, huge mirror from Joann's. I personally have kind of been looking for some new mirrors, and I thought that this was the perfect purchase for me just because it served a function and it also was so spooky and cute, and I love it. What even made it better was that it originally retailed for $60, but I got the 40% off of it. So it was like $35.99 before tax, which I think is honestly pretty worth it for a nice quality mirror. And like all of the surrounding metal is like a nice sturdy heavy ass metal. So I felt like it was worth, I could justify this purchase for sure. The second piece that I purchased was actually something that I had seen in a video on Jade the Libra's YouTube channel. She does a bunch of like Halloween decor stuff. She's like usually the first person to start posting stuff. So definitely check out her channel if you like this kind of content. But she found this super cute. It's like a wooden hollowed out shadow box with a bat in it, and there's like moss and it's 3D, and I fell in love with it. Another thing that I kind of like to be cognizant of is the fact that when I'm shopping for something, is it something that I could just like make? Like, could I DIY this at home for a cheaper cost? And I feel like specifically with this one, oh my gosh, like I could not make this on my own. I am not crafty like that. So I felt like this one was a smart purchase as well, even though it is like technically tabletop decor, but shh. Lastly, there was this adorable little like haunted house with a little spooky ghost popping out. And I did definitely debate this one, but I couldn't justify it if I was being honest. Before I left Joann's, I did decide to let the intrusive thoughts win, and I decided to just kind of dig my fingers into the thicky yarn. Like, it just, something about it, man. And it's also become kind of a ritual for me, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. Next up is Home Goods. Oh, I love getting to Home Goods and seeing other Halloween fans kind of scoping out the decor. It's like a really strong sense of community. Also, there was this one time, I think it was last year, where there was this girl in the Halloween aisles. She was just absolutely dunking on Rae Dunn decor, and it was cracking me up so much because she had a lot of big feelings about it. So the first thing that stood out to me there was this really cute cake stand. I liked that it had these little skelly boys and bats and a whole bunch of spooky stuff. The only thing that like kind of turned me off to it was the bottom was like unfinished wood, and it looked very rustic, and it kind of just like didn't match the top of like the top design. It just felt kind of off, and so I wasn't really a huge fan of that. They also had this serving tray for dips, and it kind of gave me like granny core vibes, but I didn't really like it. I kind of liked it, but I also kind of didn't like it. Underneath that were these heavy ass metal bats, like honestly surprisingly heavy. These were actually from the, I think like the Martha Stewart collection, which I know a lot of people have liked this year. I couldn't really understand like what they were supposed to do. Like, were they supposed to be wall decor or maybe serve as like a paperweight? Because they were so freaking heavy. I also like so much of Halloween decor. These companies need to recognize that a lot of us rent. I do not own a place. This stuff is too heavy to put on the walls and put a big ass hole in it. And I also like command strips are expensive. Why are they so expensive? Oh my gosh, the next one I wanted so badly. It's this cute little towel robe thing. Yeah! It's pink. It has a cute little pumpkin face on it, and it has a hood. But I'm pretty sure that it's like for children, and I can't be walking around like Winnie the Pooh just having it cover my waist. Oh, mother. Also, kind of contradicting myself from before, but I do kind of like these trays here. Like, these are definitely grandma's kitchen kind of vibes, but they also, I don't know, they just look so like cozy and loving, and it gives me like a warm and fuzzy feeling to look at them. They're very retro, and I like that. So the last thing that caught my eye in Home Goods was this really cute haunted neighborhood. I love the fact that like the light slowly changes colors and it really shows off like the boarded windows. I think that this was like a really cool piece. So yeah, I didn't really get anything from Home Goods. Everything that I was like, kind of cool. But then I would look at the price and I would be like, no, not worth it. All right, next up is Michael's. Now, I might be alone in this, and feel free to sound off in the comments and let me know how you feel, but I almost kind of get the vibe that Michael's just phoned it in this year. I feel like I don't know, it didn't feel like anything was really that spectacular, and there was a lot of repeating pieces that, I don't know, it wasn't getting me this year. So honestly, like I barely took any clips in Michael's because I was just so unenthused with like all the stuff that they had. I did see that they had the same Curiosities box that I really wanted last year. But honestly, I just cannot justify the $60 price point. That is honestly kind of ridiculous. It's also kind of frustrating because everything on that Curiosities shelf is glued down, so you can't even really like add your own little curiosities to it, and you might honestly just be better off getting a shelf like from IKEA or off Amazon or something, and you can add your own curiosities to it. I also felt like everything just looked kind of sloppy on it. I don't know. There's this drawn on snake coming out of the egg, and then there's also this like super tacky looking mushroom, and I don't know, I was surprised. It felt more DIY than actually something that you would get for $60 from a well-known retailer. To give them some credit, I did kind of like this Halloween countdown that they had. It honestly just inspired me to make my own. Like I kind of just want to do my own countdown because it felt very easy to replicate. There also was this sign that said like spooky coming down that I kind of liked. I wanted to like it, but I think it was honestly because it reminded me of something that I really wanted last year that I cannot for the life of me find anywhere. And I can't find it in Jade the Libra's videos because I know that she had purchased it and that's what made me want it. But basically last year there was this super cool kind of like jade background with like I think it was a pink snake, and I thought that was so beautiful, and that's what this kind of reminds me of, but it just doesn't do it. I don't really like the font either. Also, to continue roasting it, essentially, I feel like I don't really like the skull. It looks kind of out of place, and with all the foliage that's on it, it just looks really busy and cluttered, and I feel like they could have just like toned it back a little bit, left a little more room to breathe, and I might have liked it a little better, but yeah, just not impressed. Now, one thing that I did actually purchase from Michael's was this really cool kind of shattered or cracked glass crystal ball that honestly put out a really beautiful amount of light. But what makes it even cooler is that it actually projects all of these like fractals, or like because of the cracks in the glass, it sort of refracts the light and it just looks so cool. So yeah, I did end up snatching that one. Okay, so next up is Joann's again. But this one honestly is different because I was actually traveling and I thought, oh, let's see what this one has to offer. And oh my gosh, this one had so much more stuff. The first thing that caught my eye were these super cute Halloween like spoons and spatulas. I just really liked the design on them and I thought, okay, this could actually like serve a purpose in my house. The only thing is I really liked them and then I felt them and I just shriveled away because I did not like the way that the silicone felt. And I know, at least for me, like having silicone stuff, I feel like it just wears away and then it starts feeling gross. And especially like cooking and stuff, I don't want to deal with that. So yeah, I didn't get these. I did find this really cool skeletal bat that was hanging upside down and I almost got it, but then it was just like, is this too much bats? Like, am I getting too many bat things? There also was a shadow box of bats that actually like was illuminated. I liked the orange of it too, but I just couldn't really justify it just because I did just get, from another Joann's actually, that bat with like the hollowed out shadow box. And so I was just like, I don't need this. I don't need this. In the kitchen section, there also was this really dope like skeleton hand bottle opener that I made this random woman high-five me with.
High five.
So after that, I quickly left that area and I went to the outdoor decor. I did see like the cutest little bat face on this solar powered outdoor light, or like a pathway light, but I don't know. I think it was really expensive, if I remember correctly. I don't know. It's like I really do want to decorate for Halloween outside, but does anybody else get like paranoid that somebody's going to steal their lawn decorations? I don't know. I know that like lawn decorations can be really expensive, and so I get scared of like basically putting money into something that somebody can so easily just swipe off of your lawn. I don't know. I want to like it though. So those are pretty much like the standouts at that location. And even though I didn't get anything, it was really nice to like see how big of a selection they had. Also, while traveling, I did check out another Home Goods, and this one, oh my gosh, this Home Goods, their selection blew me away. Like, this was the most I had seen. There were, I think, like 4 full, filled to the brim aisles of Halloween decor, and like they also like to scatter it around the store too. So I was just honestly taken aback at how much stuff there was. So I think the first things that really got me interested were these holographic items. One was a serving tray, and then there was also this like, I guess, popcorn bowl that had little ghosties on it. I thought those were so cute. I also saw this like cheeky little pumpkin mug that, I don't know, I'm convinced it just knows all of my secrets. To be kind of fun, I wanted to do like a panning shot of the whole aisle, and as I went over, I like had to do a double take because is it just me or did that look like it said I'm a boner on that gravestone? Oh my gosh, I was so close to getting this mixing bowl and cookie cutter set, but I ended up just like turning the bowl over to see if it's dishwasher safe or like microwave safe. And then I saw that using these items could expose you to cadmium and lead. Like, I thought we phased out lead a long time ago. Why is this present in my mixing bowl? I really did like this flameless bat candle too, but I have so many like actual scented candles, and I feel like I need to chill it out with the flames in my house. I also think it was like $15.99, which is honestly ridiculous. I'm sorry. No, there's no way, dude. As I was exploring the random stuff, I was super excited to see like a witch version of my little pup. Oh my gosh, so cute. They even got like the little wonky eyes. Perfect too. It's just so cute. The last item to show you all is this oddly unsettling chipmunk with a wig that has haunted my dreams ever since. I actually did end up purchasing something from this Home Goods, and I forgot to get a clip of it in store, but I got this cute little sign. Like, look at it. It kind of reminds me of like a tattoo design or something, and I think that's why I liked it so much. But yeah, and this was only $5.99, and I don't know. I like that it's solid wood, so pretty cool. Oh, it's handcrafted too. And I am well aware that this is tabletop decor, and I said I wasn't going to buy any, but you're not my mom and don't tell me what to do. And the last stop on this Halloween decor haunting was at home. And this is where I bought my final piece, my pride and joy, Theo. I had been wanting a little skelly co-pilot in my car for the longest time, and I had like a little 3-foot skeleton, but I really think I always wanted just like a full-size skeleton. So I did bite the bullet and bought one at home, and it's already just bringing me so much joy. It's also just like so heartwarming to see people's reactions when I'm driving around and they kind of do the little double take and they see the skeleton. And so many people have like laughed or started a conversation while we're sitting in traffic, and it's just, I don't know, it makes me really happy, and I like having a little buddy with me. So yeah, those are the things that I have found thus far. I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. I wanted to share what I had found so far, and if you are interested in seeing me decorate with them, that might be coming later in the month, so just keep your eyes peeled. If you did like this video, you like kind of coming along shopping with me, please give this video a thumbs up, or, you know, just do it to like click a button. Sometimes it's kind of fun. And while you're at it, please feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell because it helps my channel and you can see all the content, because this month is actually going to be a very busy one for me. So I hope you guys stick around. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to stay soft and spooky. Bye. Oh, my voice.